Well, welcome in everybody. Having some technical issues here and there, but we are at the Roval for the ATLRA. We are doing 40 laps here. And I am all new. We got a new update and everything, so I'm still trying to figure everything out. So, should be interesting, that's for sure. Let's see, what does this do when I hit that? Oh, that's if I want to interview them, okay. But we see these drivers work through here. We see the 102 of Zachary Meritus sitting in second at the moment. Chase Pierce right behind him in the 17. As they went through the backstretch chicane there. We are here for the round of 12. They're doing 60 laps. It doesn't even show up for me how many laps they do. New update and everything, so it's all messed up. And I still got a lot of bugs to kind of figure out what's going on here with my softwares. So that's excited for this. Yeah, so they've giving me options to put up like the lap times and everything. Yeah, we're making our leagues. I know we're doing 40 laps here. We got 2 hours. We're good. We'll be okay. I can make it. I know I can. But yeah, still trying to figure this stuff out. Wonder if we can bring in the track map for you guys here. There we go, you can kind of see that, where they all are. So they're numbered there, 1 through 11, 1 being the first place guy, and 3 being the third place guy. But up front, it is Joseph McCorder, as we see driver there, slow. Derek Turner gets out of the way there for McCorder. Derek Turner a little beat up there. There's Michael Eckert, the 8. Looks like he's got a little damage as well. Derek Turner is going to let them by. Thank you, Bryce, for liking the stream. So we saw Chase and Zach made their way past Michael there. Mark Whitley. Devin Mosley's got some nose damage. He's running a modified right now. Ryan Smokey Brown as well. There's Magnus Anderson in the 7. I heard that he spun before. Joshua German in the 4. Devin Galvin there in the 95. Oh, thank you for liking this stream as well, Anthony. I appreciate that. But that's who's all running for the time being. We're gonna hop on, look at the most exciting spots of the track. Let's go nose cam here with Zach. Gearbox camera mode, looking out the back bumper of Chase Pierce. see there Mark Whitley, Chase Pierce, and Zach Remertis. Mark's going to get past Chase Pierce right there. Mark's going to take over that third spot. In that 77 Pepsi machine. Devin Galvin, your sponsor on there, sliding through. Oh, he jumps it. He's got to slow down there. He's definitely got a black flag right now. But looks like he may have gotten it cleared, or he's slowing up a little bit now. I don't know. We will see. Joseph McCorder, your points leader as it sits. He's been the road course ringer all year. He's been the oval ringer all year. He's been your like 7-time race winner this year. It's crazy what he's done. Joshua German was your regular season points champion there. Sitting back in the 7th spot. Oh, he jumps that turtle again. Take a lap with Magnus here. I'll just shut up for the time being. The key here is to be consistent. Just like any road course, be consistent, be smooth with it, don't make any mistakes. As you see, I'm shifting through the gears there. These drivers don't go very quick at all throughout the courses. There's so many turns in this 1.5-mile track compared to Daytona, where there's so much more room to do that sort of stuff. It's like a bunch of these drivers are really locking up the brakes. They're not able to hit that. Let's see what Joseph McCorder does here. Coming to turns 3 and 4. Oh, we see Wright Brown there may have spun. Was able to keep it going. Looks like McCorder gets woed up enough.
Been here with you.
Oh, you're gonna hop in here with me. What lap are we on? Oh, McCorder! He misses turn 1. Joseph McCorder just missed turn 1.
Oh wow. Lap 12.
Lap 12 of 40, and Joseph McCorder. Wow.
Yeah, the damage early, and it kept locking up. So I said, "No, we're parking it." Road courses are not my thing. I've made that very clear with everything.
Yeah, we found that out last week in the trucks too.
Thanks.
Yes, Michael Ecker in the booth with me right now. We see Zach and Mark still going at it, Chase.
If Mark can get by Zach, he has a very good chance to get to that 32.
I tell you what, I think these guys need a competition caution, if anything. That's my thought.
Or to get their heads on straight. Everybody was arguing and bitching about the setup.
Zach locked it up. Zach locked it up.
He's gotta stop. He's gotta stop. And Chase got into the wall out of the chicane.
That opens the door for Mark Whitley there. He's going to try to close that gap. McCorder's got almost a 4-second gap on Whitley as it sits.
You want to talk about consistent? This guy, Mark, is the guy to do it.
Not McCorder.
I would have said McCorder, but after the little mishap in turn one, I don't know. Mark has come from around the back of the field up to second, so let's see if we can get it done.
Yeah, he's closing the gap to just 3 seconds now, so he's gained almost a full second on McCorder. So we'll see what he can do. We'll keep a close eye on him, watch for any mistakes. Looks like Mark is a lot quicker through the infield here.
Chase is off in the infield.
Chase was off. Oh boy.
Want to read through the field real quick, see what we got going on.
Yeah, so McCorder's still up front. He's got about a 3.3 second lead. We'll watch him go through the little bus stop chicane here. We'll see Whitley as well. We'll see Zach do it. He didn't lock it up this time.
Oh, Derek hard in the wall off turn one.
Derek Turner.
He was racing there with the 18. I think he just tried to cut that corner a little too tight and hit the inside wall.
Looks like Chase Pierce. Chase. Oh, there was a thing that happened with Chase there. Joshua German, 5th place right now. Devin Galvin closing in on Chase. Chase has been making a couple of mistakes here and there. Ryan Brown gets a little loose off turn 4. Oh, hold on to her, buddy. Oh, Tokyo Drift. I'm here for it. Oh, that was awesome. That makes for some great TV right there. Devin Mosley and his modified.
TV's turned off.
Oh, looks like Whitley now has a 2-second gap. He is right on the tail of Joseph
McCorder's
McCorder.
got to be sweating. I'm sure he sees it.
Oh, he's got to. There we go. I like this. Watching from the blimp, from the Goodyear blimp here. This is a good camera angle for him. Mark Whitley making his way through. 1.3 second gap between him and McCorder.
Watch that gap close as he'll outbrake him down the back straightaway here. Oh, McCorder a little loose.
Little slip up there by Joseph McCorder. Whitley able to close in to 1.1 seconds now. Looks like he had a better corner chicane exit, I should say, as it's a 1 second gap. Whitley trying to outbrake Joseph McCorder. He is all over the back bumper.
About a 4-car length gap. Oh, wow. I feel like we're going to have a classic Martin Truex, Jimmy Johnson, Roval moment coming.
I think McCorder is feeling the sweat, feeling the pressure. He's sweating a little bit. Got my words all jangled
That
up.
damage is not helping him.
Whitley there?
Since Mark has a clean car, Joseph is struggling after that little contact with the wall off turn 1.
Oh, thought it looked like Mark maybe had a little bit of nose damage as well.
Now, if these two guys get to racing real hard and Zach can pick up the pace, he's right back in the mix and might have a shot for the lead.
Yeah, Zach's a little far back. Looks like McCorder was really able to spread his lead. But Whitley coming in here hot.
They're coming up. Oh, the four's around. Oh, boy. He's backing up in the lane. Leaders get through unscathed.
Yeah, as we were riding on the back bumper of McCorder, we kind of all saw that unfold. Looks like Whitley is a lot better braking.
Look at him close.
Is he
on
going
the
to give him a little
there.
bump? Not quite yet. Let's ride on the nose.
If he can get through there without hopping the curb like that, he'd be there. That's the thing about this that most people don't understand. The curbs, in some cases, yes, they help you turn, but in little chicanes, or little kinks like that, they hurt you. They hurt your exit speed severely.
For sure. So we have a lap car coming up here on the leaders. Yeah, Whitley did have a little bit of nose damage as well on his left front.
Oh, really?
He did,
Oh, I see
yeah.
it now. Who are they coming up on?
We're coming up on Devin Mosley right now, the modified. Devin's just going to kind of get out of the way and say, here you guys go. Have at it. So what lap are we on right now, Michael?
17. 17 to 40.
So we're almost halfway done. These drivers are going to have to pit here pretty soon.
Ooh.
As Whitley jumps the curb big time. Loses a lot of speed there.
Anything he can to get an edge. Magnussen disconnected, so we will see him next week.
We will see him tonight yet.
Oh yeah, tonight and next week.
Wow, he is just running over those curbs. Whitley is. Looks like we had a string of accidents happen before. First one being Devin Galvin. Something happened to him. Let's go take a look at that. Oh, he just locked up. Sent it into the turn one barriers. And Ryan Smokey Brown. Said he did. He got loose coming off of turn one there. Derek Turner. I don't mean to be embarrassing by any means, but you know, sometimes stuff. I'm not the best road course racer myself, so I would be the same way. A little stop and go there for Derek. See if Devin made it this time in turn one.
Ooh, interesting development. Mark's heading to pit road.
There's a jump back live.
I've been watching the leaders go at it, and Mark has been hopping them curbs just a little too much. I wonder if that's damaged underneath the chassis of the race car, or if it's worn out his tires so bad to the point where he needs to come in and pit.
Well, we are halfway.
This brings the key question, though. Are these guys going to try to stretch out the tires and the gas, or are they going to all follow Mark and come down pit road?
I think they're all going to pit coming here pretty soon. We know McCorder likes to stay out, but I think that's going to bite him in the butt.
Mark may have just played his cards right here, because nobody can touch the top three right now. Everybody from fifth back is 1 or 2 laps down, and only the top 4 are still on the lead lap.
Yeah, so McCorder is going through turns 3 and 4 right now, or going through 1 and 2 right now on the oval. So was Zach, and Mark is in the infield. So he's not going to lose that much time, that much ground. He'll be able to make it all back up, especially when these guys, your leaders, pit. Looks like Chase Pierce is in pit road as well. Keep an eye on Joseph McCorder.
Come one, come all.
Looks like McCorder's coming down pit road as well.
That's going to be interesting. Whitley is going through the back straightaway chicane as we speak.
Yep.
And he's
And
gonna have to haul the mail there to get there.
looks like Zach stayed out. He's heading into turn 1 right now. He's got Derek Turner ahead of him.
McWhorter just hit his box. Oh man. Here goes the 17 leaving pit road.
Yep.
Here comes Mark, start finish line.
So Mark Whitley gets past Joseph McWhorter. McWhorter's leaving pit road now. But Whitley comes out in front of Joseph McWhorter. When this all plays out, it's going to be Whitley, your leader.
Mark's got to deal with the lap car, Devin Galvin. He gets by clean.
So you see Zach make his way down the backstretch. Down through the backstretch chicane. See if he gets through there cleanly. And we will keep an eye on him, see if he comes down pit road.
I'd be shocked if he didn't. Okay.
He's not coming down pit road yet, he's stretching it.
Feel like he thought about it right there. He didn't decide whether to stay in the throttle or come to pits. The left side and the right side. The back bumper too beat up on that 102. Oh, that's a sign he's coming to pit road. He locked the left. I can't talk. That was so crazy.
The left front?
Yep, locked the left front. Almost hit the wall. Real bad.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage on that back bumper. I wonder what happened there. It's like Whitley has pulled away a little bit from McWhorter as well.
Oh, chasing the grass. Derek gets by. Here comes Whitley.
Chase has a lap fresher tires.
Chase is going to have to try to unlap and stay in front of Whitley here to keep himself back on the lead lap when Zach goes to pit road. Oh, they got to navigate Derek through the chicane. He's a lot slower.
Looks like Derek's just going to let him go by. Zach's going to stay out for another lap.
I don't know. I'm sure we're well inside 20 to go by now.
No doubt about that. Oh, Derek Turner missed the chicane right there. It's not going to throw anybody off, so that's a good thing. So Chase is actually a lap down, as it says.
Yep.
And he's in fourth.
The only three on the lead lap are the 102, 77, and 32.
Wow.
That's really where the race will be.
Joshua German is coming down pit road. But when Zach comes down pit road, Chase will be on the lead lap, actually.
He's going to lose. Zach is going to lose all this time, though, when he comes down pit road. I'm sure he knows this.
The gap is under 12 seconds right now, and it's gaining.
And it's closing, yeah.
Fast.
I've raced with Zach a long time. Now I know when it comes to strategy, sometimes he throws caution to the wind. It doesn't go his way. I can promise you right now, he's sitting in that race car, smashing his head against his helmet, thinking, what am I going to do if I come to pit road and I can't keep this car out here? Oh, he keeps lining it up like he's coming to pit road. You listen in, you hear the intro.
I wonder if he just keeps missing it.
Oh, that could be a very, very interesting too.
Whitley,
I feel like if he was missing, he would say something by now.
So Mark Whitley is
now Chase hopped the curb hard.
Yeah, Chase is sliding, and he's got McWhorter behind him.
I feel like Zach is going to try to stretch this out. This is going to be interesting.
I think so too. I think The game plan now is that Zach has to stay out as long as he can to kind of even up the tires. So Michael,
I'm right on board.
what'd you think of the race today at Michigan?
I like the package. It's it balances out. Michigan has always been, you need to have high speed and keep things going there to be fast, but there's so much more that rolls into play. What I didn't like, however, was the end of stage 2, Keselowski chasing the 3 all the way down and wrecking him into the wall. That was, I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like stuff like that could be avoided. The
I'll have
last
to
10 laps were phenomenal. I stand in front of my TV, edge of my seat, watching that. That was insane.
rewatch what happened there. We see McCorder got past Whitley now, but Whitley has now gone past McCorder.
Oh boy, I got a bad feeling about this.
You know what? Zach likes this. He's gotta love this right
That's
now.
good. If he knows what's going on, but oh, driving up off the corner.
A battle right
McCorder
now.
all over the back bumper.
That he is. That he is.
It's funny now McCorder gets a taste of what Whitley was getting. You get so much more drive up off the corner than the guy behind you. Oh, this is not going to end well. Side by side into the backstretch of Kane. Locking the brakes. A little nudge.
Oh!
Oh, he turns him! Mark Whitley has just wrecked Joseph McCorder in the backstretch of Kane.
We're gonna have to take a look at that one. We're gonna have to take a look at that one. Let's take another look here from the back bumper of McCorder. Oh boy.
Joseph locked up, jumped the curb. Ooh, I feel like netcode played a slight role in that. The bumper hook.
It really did. Let's
He
look one more
hops the.
time.
Yep.
You can see there. You got smoke coming out of the 32 machine. And when McCorder hops that curb, it's just like a diagonal cut across Whitley's nose. So
And that last second, it hooks him, turns him. Now keep this in mind, he's not that far back. He's still not that far away from Whitley. And I'm
yeah,
sure he's not the happiest person right now.
Zach's coming down pit road right now.
Oh, no, no, no. This has got to be heartbreaking, though. If only he knew what was going on behind him. Yeah. They're going to have to see a lightning fast pit stop here from the 102 machine if he wants to get back in this race.
Yeah, well, it looks like Whitley already made his way past Zach there.
There goes McCorder, Chase. Oh, man, Chase just keeps going crazy on those curves, man. Unless something crazy happens to Mark, I think this is his race to lose.
I totally agree. What lap are we on right now?
26.
Alright, okay.
It's interesting that how early on in the year these races were drug out, and now how quick they're going by. gets around Smokey okay. Number 40 of Ryan Brown. Ryan and I had a little disagreement last week at the Rock down the back straightaway.
That track had a little disagreement with me as well, as I raced with you guys last week. Oh boy, Chase just skipped that last chicane. Maybe that'll be better for his turn 1 entry.
Oh, it is. Here comes Zach entering turn 1. Let's see how far.
Oh, locks it up just a real little bit.
He's not that far behind McWhorter if he can pick up the pace.
He's about 12 seconds back and 21 seconds back from Mark. But that gap is closing on both of these drivers.
McWhorter's catching the modifies up in front of him. Looking at the 40 and the 18 go by, oh, got a feel for those guys and their struggles.
Yeah, I've been there before. I was a modified all season long before I started broadcasting.
Devin Galvin, quiet, silent in 7th. Not that much damage to his race car. Not a road course racer. Not by any means, but doesn't take him long to figure out his way around the racetrack.
Hey, Michael, Anthony said here, the package is garbage. We want low downforce. Anthony Crownover?
I love that. See now that stirs, even in the real life NASCAR world, those comments are what stir up controversy. And I'll throw it out here for you like this, because I am a #1 advocate for low downforce, high horsepower packages. And I'll give you my reason why. If you look back at the recent years of racing in IRL and the Xfinity Series on here, you go to intermediates or short tracks, you are the one driving the car. You're not falling in line. And the same thing follows with road course. Road courses, you have so much more horsepower, so you really have to drive these
Whitley
cars
just
around
hit
the
the wall.
racetrack. And
Sorry.
it makes it... No, you're good. I was watching Devin miss the last chicane. I thought we were on the same person. But it makes these cars so much harder to drive, and you have to change your driving style to it. And with low downforce, high horsepower, it adds a new style to plate racing. You don't see that bubble in front, none of that garbage that you see now. It's just the drivers are more in control. So I am a great advocate for that package, but I highly doubt we will see that as a constant for anytime soon in iRacing with Cup cars and in IRL in NASCAR.
Oh, Anthony said that's why B class is the best. Of course, he's talking about the Xfinity Series. It's one of his favorite things to run. Not my favorite. I would much rather run the trucks.
Depends on where I go for the Xfinity, but I have a very personal love with the Xfinity car and the composite body and the trucks. Cup, you have me somewhere. I've been dabbling in the next gen stuff, and I will say I am very excited with what I see.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited for next season in real life NASCAR for the next gen. Seeing everybody on an even ground kind of reset the playing field, and we're gonna get to see who the real, who the good drivers are. The Ryan Preece, say, or Eric Jones, maybe guys who don't have the best equipment.
It'll be like the year. What year? Oh, I'm trying to remember the year. I think it was 2013 or around the 2010. It was definitely around the 2010.
The car after the car tomorrow.
Yeah, and when the Nationwide Series got the new composite body.
Yeah.
Before it became the Xfinity Series, they were. You listen to the radio chatter of that race at Daytona, their season opener, and there was not. Oh my God, I've never heard someone complain about one thing all race. It's very interesting. So it'll be nice to see everybody on a level playing field after quite a few decades of which manufacturer can get a jump on who.
So we got to be on about lap 35?
Yeah, 30.
30. So
Somewhere around 10. Somewhere around 12, 10 to go here.
Well, the gap, McCorder is about 6 seconds behind Whitley. And Zach
And
is about.
Zach is closing the gap as well. We're
He's
gonna
eight.
have a race
Eight.
on our hands.
Yep.
Maybe the strategy wasn't that bad for Zach. If he can stay consistent with it, he might have it. Oh, Ryan locking up there back behind Zach in front of Chase.
Oh boy.
Poor Ryan. Struggling all night.
Hey, he doesn't even have a hood.
I don't. I love Ryan, but whether I'm broadcasting with you or I'm racing him, I love poking fun with Ryan.
Hey, Smokey Brown. And he's all good. You know. Oh, Chase misses the chicane. Ryan spins her around a little bit. You know, these guys do this for fun, and it's all a learning experience for everybody. So, especially with a track that you don't normally race at all the time. It's like Devin's in the pits. Devin Galvin is.
I know this ain't a great thing, but I mean, I'll park it and hop in here with you because number one, there's only like 11, 12 of us, and my main concern was gonna be Andrew going into this race. But now seeing as next week is Martinsville, and then we got the Milwaukee Mile, I am a very good flat track driver, excuse me.
Not
So
me.
we will see. I did NIS when it was around Martinsville week, and I would be able to go from the back up to second or the lead within a few laps. So if I get a car like that when we go back there, if the setup hasn't changed drastically, we will see a very competitive 8 car for you guys. Not this midfield or back bullshit.
I'm the total opposite there. Anthony said, hopefully they do some updates on the next gen because right now it's garbage. Well, yeah, you're gonna have that with brand new stuff.
Yeah, but Anthony, I'll give you word of advice and some insight. Run it as it is right now. I highly suggest you continue with it because what I've learned, especially from running Charlotte when it was there, to get a run on that lead car, you have to poke your nose underneath. You have to keep the throttle momentum up. You have to go where the guy in front of you is not.
Well,
That'll all go away when they really update those cars and make them how they supposedly are supposed to drive.
well, and especially since next year I would assume it's going to be the next gen is going to be like the A-class cars, and
Yep.
the current Cup cars are just kind of going to go away, or maybe they'll have like a legacy series for that.
I'm
But
sure these cars will be down to something else and have their own series, but these are still one of the most prominent, fun cars. You see Devin locking up there behind Smokey.
I did not.
Oh no, he wrecked!
Who is that?
95 around off of turn 1. He hit the inside wall that separates pit road from the racetrack. He spun around real quick, got going, but significant front end damage to that 95. Heavy right side damage. And left side. Repping that Rays sponsor. I don't know much about it or the company, but they're doing a lot watching. I'm sure they're watching, supporting him. All they can do. He's a trooper, I'll tell you that. He stuck it out. I had a conversation with him earlier, Jaron, while you were trying to get it set up. He's not a fan of this track. He hates the Roval, but he's going to do his best, and then when we go over to kicking asphalt later tonight, he's going to make it all worth it, you know?
Yeah, Devin's going to be making his debut tonight as well. Yeah, leader's lucky I'm not racing because I'd be waxing, says Mark. Oh boy. Mark, I can't wait. Can't wait to race with you again, buddy. I miss you.
Dude, it's going to be great.
I saw Mark.
Oh, Mark's off! The leader! Trouble for the leader. There goes Joseph.
Uh-oh. Let me rewind this real quick.
Lap 33 and the race is on, boys. Does Mark have damage? Mark is very slow right now. Looks like he's fighting to get it into gear. There he goes. Zach is gaining too.
Oh, looks like he just kind of...
He just lose it?
He, just drove... He just locked it up and just drove straight into the wall.
Oh no, oh no. Look at him charge into that chicane though, trying to gain ground on McWhorter. Zach's there.
Yeah, Zach is right on the bumper. This is shaping up to be a great race now. Yeah, Anthony. Devin Galvin is on our team. He's running the 13. Yes, sir, Mark. Soon. I saw you were running the Big Ten series, so that's good. That's good. Get to be back running the super late models.
Now, this will be interesting to see if Mark can get back. Normally, when you spin like that, or you have a big mistake that costs you a spot, it's very hard to regroup here, especially when you have pressure from behind, especially with a guy like Zach.
Well, and Zach's got fresher tires than McWhorter
Than
and
both
Whitley
of these
too.
guys, yeah. This might have fallen right into the 102's hands.
Yeah, but the lead, McWhorter's only got a 3-second lead, 2.5, 2-second lead.
These guys can't get the fighting too hard if both of them want a shot at that 32, and they know that. Mark and Zach are no strangers to running a really smart race. They'll work together here if they have to get back to that 32.
I think they will.
And I know I say that, and a lot of people will question, how do you work together at a road course? It's all about being consistent with one another and letting whoever's faster go, and you ride behind that guy and use their line and stay with them. They'll basically pull you with that line up to the next car, and if you have the car for it, you can jump on them. Well, that's the number one rule of racing. If you can catch the guy, you can find a way around him. It may take you laps and laps, but if there's a way, you will find it and you will do it.
If there's a will, there's a way, you're saying?
Yep. If you got the car, you can do it.
Well, I'm thinking, I was thinking the number one rule. I kind of touched on this before you were racing at the time, but it's all about consistency. No matter if it is a road course or if it's an oval or if you're racing dirt, it's all about consistency. No matter what, hitting your marks, adapting to the change when need be, and just not losing focus at all. And that's what we see with these top 3 drivers. That's why they're all right here. They got their eyes on the prize. But all of them going for one thing only, that's the win.
Yep. This will be interesting. Oh.
I think Zach and Mark are a lot. Yeah, Zach and Mark are a lot better braking.
Notice how Whitley, he jumps the curve so much still, and Zach jumps it just a little bit less, and it allows him to stay with Mark, unlike when Mark was doing it with McWhorter, and McWhorter would drive away from it. Yeah, well, Zach got a little loose there.
When you have 4 tires on the ground, it's a lot easier to control the car.
Yep, let's see. Ooh. Let's see what lap they're on. Lap 36. Coming down to the wire here.
So we only have 5 to go, huh?
Yep.
Oh boy.
And here comes Whitley. Something happened there with Chase and the 4, I believe. Let's take a ride on board here with Mark real quick as they go down to the backstretch chicane.
He's outbraking McWhorter big time. But he's been hitting that curb on the chicane, so McWhorter's getting a little better drive off.
Yeah, he's struggling with turn. Jump to the nose. Zach's right on the back bumper. Who's gonna outbrake who? Oh, side by side. Side by side. Oh, contact.
I don't think Whitley's gonna take any of that.
Whoa! The 102's in the wall. They're still door to door.
Zach put that on himself. He put himself in the wall right there.
Yep. Oh.
McWhorter's gotta love seeing this right now.
Oh. Come on, Zach. If you want it, you gotta get by him now.
That's your teammate coming out of you right there.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. I can only, dude, like I told you, I know I've known this kid for so long now. I can promise you the frustration and the yelling he's doing in his head right now.
This is great racing, side by side throughout the whole infield.
Oh my God.
But Whitley looks like he's able to clear him for the time being.
Come on, boys, if you both want it, get that guy.
Yeah, McCorder has got 3.5 seconds now.
Oh my God, they were all in the back bumper and they just threw it all away. They gotta throw it all away again. Here comes 102.
I like riding
Zach thinks
cockpit with
better
these
of it.
guys. Oh, is he gonna give him a little tap?
Zach has got the faster car right now. He needs to get by Mark. He's running out of time. They're coming about 3 to go. 3 or 4 to go. I could give you guys an accurate number, but as I said, the rest of my stuff is frozen. Oh, a little shot!
Zach's telling him he's there.
Playing a dangerous game right now. Taking a look.
Zach gets a little loose. There's Whitley as well, but Whitley is still able to keep control of the second place spot.
Hey, Jaron, you always notice how the great races we see are for like second or third and never the lead?
Yeah, all the time. That's how it works. All the time. 100% of the time.
Oh, man. Now it's 3 to go, lap 38. Oh no,
boy.
These guys have got to be losing their mind. You have a lot of time to gain on a track like this. McCorder's probably just going to back it off and be nice and smooth. Try to make it to the end of this.
That's what I would think.
Uh-oh. Oh no, they're both off. 77, 102. Take a look real quick. They're side by side coming in. Zach's got a nose in front. Locks up, locks up. Mark turns in, hits the door of the 102. They both go over the curb. Oh no. And they're still side by side.
That's crazy.
Here we go. Now we are 2 to go, going into 2, and Mark's still in front of Zach. McCorder has it unless he makes a mistake now. But he's got lap cars in front, so he's going to have to tiptoe.
Yeah, Joseph McCorder way up front. He's got a 7-second lead. But he's got Ryan Brown and Joshua German right in front of him. I'm going to stack them up just a little bit.
Oh, man. This is a dangerous game McCorder's playing here. I wouldn't want to be that guy making moves past those lap cars this late in a race.
Yeah, well, it looks like they just got out of the way. So here you go. But the gap now, 5.8 seconds.
I'm going to be excited to talk to Mark and Zach after this one.
No doubt.
That's going to be, wow.
So are we coming to a white flag now this time, Pi? Or is it...
Yes, sir. Last lap. As soon as he gets through this last chicane.
Pretty quick race, I'd say.
I'm surprised how fast that went. It was very fast. Yep, last lap. Ryan struggling with the last bus stop. Poor Smokey. I feel for him.
I like
fun
this.
in the last chicane again.
I like the spotter view. You can see a lot with the spotter.
Yeah.
Oh, Devin Mosley.
Oh! Now how do these guys navigate it? 77, hop the curb. 102, hop the curb way wider. Let's see if Zach's going to be reeling in for second.
That he will.
Joshua German got a good runoff. He got a good runoff.
Like
Here he goes.
Whitley may have scraped the wall a little bit.
Whitley tried to force him up high into the wall. Can he clear him? Can he clear him? Clear down the back straightaway. But is Whitley... Oh, Whitley's going to outbrake him. They're going to be side by side in the chicane, locked up. They both locked up. They're hitting. Still
Coming
door
to
to
the
door.
checkered flag.
Clear.
McCorder goes through. 3 and 4 gonna hit this last chicane here. Joseph
Here
McCorder
comes
gonna
the
be
77.
your race winner at the Roval.
Oh, he's jumping big to make it. It ain't over. Whoa!
Zach
Wow!
Zach able to hold on for second. Mark Whitley third.
Mark topped both the curbs on 2 tires coming to the line to get Zach and just barely made it.
Wow. That was nuts. That was nuts. Your
I
race winner, Joseph McCorder.
I tip my hat to the top three. That was a phenomenal race to watch.
Yeah, that was very good. I was very impressed. You see a couple of guys. Oh, Chase finishing the race off. Derek Turner as well. But Joseph McCorder wins it at the Charlotte Roval. As McCorder is about to burn it down.
See, oh wait, Jaron, you can't hear these guys, can you?
No, I cannot.
Oh, we got some choice words here. Oh, there was a comment about the McCorder Mark Whitley incident.
Oh boy. Well, let's see if we can bring one of these guys in.
We got McCorders here right now. Dial them up. All you, Jaron.
All me. All right. Joseph McCorder, your race winner here at the Roval. Man, race full of ups and downs.
Yeah, you can say that again.
A race full of ups and downs. Literally said it again for you.
Yeah, that was man, that was a very nerve-wracking race. Probably the most nerve-wracking one I've had in a while. Uh, man, me and Mark got into each other. I wasn't really expecting him to be here tonight. Uh, I don't know. It was I don't even know. I'm still trying to calm down. I'm hot as hell right now.
That's what I was saying. Earlier in the race, halfway through, Whitley was kind of catching up to you a little bit. I was like, McCorder's got to be sweating right now. You better hope he doesn't make a mistake.
Yeah,
I'm curious. What were your thoughts though when you looked in your mirror and you realized that 77 went to pit road early on in that run?
I mean, I was. I mean, I kind of already knew he was going to try and do that anyways because I could tell by how he was setting himself up for the corners and stuff. So I kind of already knew, but I mean, I wanted that lap fresher tires, and I mean, I was a little bit faster than him, but we ended up both making a mistake there on the backstretch chicane and lost all that time advantage that we had over Zach. So yeah, I mean, but I wasn't all that worried. I mean, hell, it's my teammate. It's I know how he races. We've been racing for a long time now, so I ain't too worried about it. I'm just glad that he made a mistake and I was able to get back by him.
Yeah, it was a very great race to call and to watch. It was very entertaining. Just all the lead changes between you, Zach, and Mark there, just going at it. Nobody was giving an inch. Hard racing. It was
I
just
was on the edge
outstanding.
of my seat cheering for you guys. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was just outstanding to watch. And McCorder, I don't know if you know this, but there was a time when Mark and Zach were side by side for like 2 whole laps for the
Yeah,
whole
I
thing.
could see it in the relative that they were matching exactly. They were the same time. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah, I've got to think that made you probably pretty happy seeing that. You got the. I think that's what gave you your advantage to kind of pull away was those two battling.
Yeah, it was just trying to make sure that I would shift early out of first gear so I could, be more aggressive on the throttle, and that seemed to be working. It was just man, like they both had a little bit more speed than I did tonight. Uh, I mean, Zach with the tire advantage, and then Mark definitely had a little bit more pace on the older tires than I did. So I was just trying to take as much of advantage on those new tires as I possibly could. And then those two got to racing, and I'm like, okay, now time to just focus. So that's what I did. I just tried to hit my line and hit my lap, and luckily we pulled it off. We've notched ourselves into round three.
There you go. That's all you can ask for. Now let me ask you one of these things here. When me and Michael were talking about this a little bit too, what is your key to winning a race like this?
Just trying to stay focused. Just trying to,
Boom. Knocked it right on
minimize.
the head.
Just trying to minimize mistakes. Trying to keep cool. I mean, the biggest thing is trying to keep the rear tires underneath it on these road courses. I mean, you try to ease into it with this thing not having traction control. I mean, you got to be really, really, really careful and shift early if you got to, and just save those rears. And that's what really matters whenever you come to these road course races is who can save the tires.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And that's kind of what we were thinking because Zach was staying out pretty long too. We didn't know if he had enough tires saved on it or not, but deemed like fitting in for those fresh tires pretty early paid off and everything. But great race, great win, added to your total again this year. You got anybody
Eight
you want to
wins
shout
is
out to, of
just
course?
yeah. I mean, 8 wins is just crazy, and this is just I I mean, I'm having just a season. I'm just having a year right now that has just been absolutely incredible. I mean, and it's all thanks to my partners. I mean, Red Camel Racing. They've been an amazing partner. Both in the real world stuff. Producing the fire suit and all my safety gear, and then being on the car every week. Soda guys for all they do with special needs people, training them for jobs. Fantastic Sam's. Those are both sponsors for Masara on Saturday nights. Unfortunately, we didn't get to finish. We wanted there. My engine blew to the right to the race.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's just been a great season. I want to thank Driven Motorsports, of course. My teammate Mark. It was fun getting to race him tonight. Even though I was a little frustrated after I got spun, but just kept after it because you never know what can happen. And that's the case for tonight.
Now, Joseph, real quick, before we let you go here and move on to Zach, I know he's patiently waiting. You said what, eighth? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's eighth win of the season in here.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to remember the record amount of wins in a single season in here, and if I remember right, I'm pretty sure it's like 9 or 10. Does that add maybe a little thing on your hit list? Break that record.
Well, now that I know that, now yes.
Add a little more motivation for you there.
Yeah, I mean, anytime that you can go for a record, I don't know who holds the record, but I mean,
I
anytime that you can
it
go
may
for
be it
that's
may be
pretty cool.
higher, or you may have already beaten it. I have when I get a chance to chat with Andrew, I'll double check on that and I'll get back to you. I'll,
Yeah, I mean, it's just been such a good season. These guys are a lot of fun to race with. It's stiff competition, inside the top 10. So, I mean, tonight was just a little bit of a different scenario, with these road courses. It kind of shows, normally you get kind of like a 5-car breakaway, and we kind of sort of got that tonight, like we did at Watkins Glen. So, I mean, it's just been, I don't know. I've had a season that I still can't believe. I mean, winning at Massara with those guys. I mean, against like Boyd Hogan and Logan Helton and all these guys that are on like pro teams with like Boyd's with Ray Alfala and Logan's with I can't remember who he's teammates with, but I mean, it's been an incredible season. I mean, getting a chance to go for 2 different championships is just it's a fantastic feeling.
Yeah, and it's definitely well deserved, man. So we will see you next week, for sure, no doubt about that. At Martinsville, right?
Milwaukee Mile, I think, is next.
Milwaukee Mile. Milwaukee
Yeah, I
Mile.
think Martinsville is a playoff cutoff race.
Gotcha. Well, we will see you next week there, and
Yes, sir.
look forward to calling the race again. So
I'm looking forward to being there.
should be a good one. So back in the state of Wisconsin.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go burn this thing down.
Sounds good, man.
Have a good one there, buddy. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Well, our second place finisher here is Zachary Mertes. Michael, you want to take it away on this one? You wanna interview
You
your
go
teammate?
back and forth. I gotta know, Zach. What was going through your mind chasing those guys down in the closing laps? Because I was watching you, waiting for you to come to pit road, and when you came to pit road, I felt like you threw it away.
Well, that's why you run in the back and I run up front.
Oh, come on! Don't do me like that right now.
I'm just messing around. But yeah, I figured, with what was going on, considering I'd made a couple of mistakes and I was so far back, I figured why not try to get a tire advantage, work a little strategy. I'm not usually the best at strategy. I'm decent, but I'm not always the best. So when I found out that I was closing in like almost 3 whole seconds every 2 laps or so, I just decided now's the time to really push the car. And I don't know what kind of lap time McCorder and Whitley ran, but I know I ran 21.9 on my first lap on the fresh tires, not my out lap, my first lap. Um, but I was faster than both of them, and then I figured, you know what? Just let me catch McCorder. I think Whitley's going to win this race because he had, I think, like a still 10-second lead on me going into, I think, about maybe lap 32. So I'm like, just let me catch McCorder, and then Mark slipped up, and then Joseph slipped up, and I'm like, oh boy, it's about to get dicey. And then I just made a bad move at a wrong time. I figured I had a run and I could get him, and I got to the outside of Mark. I tried to take it on the inside of the chicane on the front stretch, and I would have gotten him, but I got loose getting on the power, and then it just kind of turned into a fight from there, and we just allowed McCorder to get away from us.
Yeah, I was watching there. You guys were side. Did you know you were side by side with Mark for about 2 laps straight through the infield of the road course?
Yeah, we were pretty close together for the most part. Not totally side by side everywhere, but yeah, we were side by side in most cases. And I had the pace. I just kept catching him in areas where I wasn't able to make good passes. If you guys are watching, obviously I ran us both straight through the chicane, and I we both took our slow down. I gave him the spot back because I was not going to pass him like that. It just didn't seem right.
Yeah, well, I gotta ask you because I know you and I have been racing for a long time. I know your key is consistency at a lot of tracks, but road courses, anything can happen. Even the most inconsistent car can end up pulling off a win. What were you focused on tonight?
Winning. That was the main focus. I wanted to get as many points out of the day as I possibly could to keep pushing us forward in these playoffs. Um, it's really going to come down to who wants to stay consistent towards the end of these rounds and coming into the elimination races. And you know, Joseph already has 8 wins now to my 3. He's got 5 more than I do, and obviously, I see one of us making the final 4 when it comes down to Homestead. So obviously the focus is move forward, get to this championship race, make it through the last round. I know I can kind of cruise through this round. There are a couple of drivers that didn't show up tonight that were in situations that they needed to make sure they kept their points going. So even though the points reset, it's going to reflect on the fact that they didn't show up, and that's what's going to happen in the points. They're not going to get any, and they're going to be dropped a little bit lower. So we're just working on now keeping the pace up, keeping the consistency. I haven't finished outside the top 5 in the last, 4 races, if I'm not mistaken. Unless, no, because second, first, second. So I actually got a good string of consistency going here. So I'm just trying to keep that consistency up.
Then I'll add a quick follow up for you with that. Considering, I thought it was Martinsville next, but it's not. It's Milwaukee. Considering none of
Okay,
us,
it's Milwaukee.
as far as I know, haven't raced there at least together collectively in a cup car. Anything we may be expecting or
Uh, well,
should prepare for?
it's a flat track, so it's going to be a little difficult. You can kind of send it into the corners a little bit on entry at Milwaukee, and you can take two approaches. You can take a single apex or you can take a double apex when it comes to Milwaukee, and it's all about driver preference. I don't want to say what would be the best line because I'd just be saying what my preferred line is. So you just got to be able to hit the corners right and get down on the power when it comes to the straightaways. And I mean, it's going to be a race where if a driver doesn't perform, you might be in the must win going into Martinsville. So it's all about
And
keeping
we'll
the
see
pace
how
up, and
many of those guys show up.
that is true.
All right, that was Zachary Martis.
Oh, before we go
Oh.
and before he leaves, I have a little since you're mate, I love you. You're my teammate. I was rooting for you a little bit, trying to be very unbiased there against you and Mark. I love the race. Since you said what you said when you got here, let's make a little wager on who finishes higher than who in Vegas tonight in a few minutes, okay?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's see how that goes.
What's the bet gonna be?
Who finishes in the top 10, or better yet, who finishes anywhere inside the top
Well,
10? We'll
we
go with
already
that.
we already know who the winner's gonna be. So yeah, just you
Don't
guys.
push your luck. Don't push your luck.
Yeah, catch all of us. There's a couple of us in the league, myself as well. Signature Esports. In about a half hour, it'll be up. We'll be racing at Las Vegas in the Truck Series. Be sure to catch us all there. We'll be working together as a team and hopefully try to bring home win number 2 as a team. So I'm excited for that.
I'd just like to thank my sponsors real quick. I'd like to thank Mining Store and Burning Rubber Radio for helping me with Legend Car Racing, and it seems to be the consistent finish for me this week. Monday, finished second in a truck league. Friday night, finished second in the Legend Car, and I finished second tonight. So I feel like I'm on a good string here, and I'd just like to thank everybody who supports me for virtual racing and for real life racing that gets me moving forward.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
Jaron, that'll do it.
That will do it. Until then, we will see you guys next week Sunday for the ATLRA, and I also have to put up the HRA race from last Wednesday as well. Once I get all of my software and files all figured out, I'll
A little
have that up
scary there
there.
for us in the beginning.
Yeah,
With you,
that was kind of why there was a little bit of a late start there. Unfortunately, not the broadcast I wanted, but you're gonna have technical difficulties, especially after a
I think the
decent update.
racing, thanks to the top 3, made up for that though. For